Is it time to part ways with a legend of the channel? Of course, talking about the Citroen 2CV that is Brum. Are we about to find Brum's replacement? In today's video, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, guys, please do smash the like button, subscribe. It would mean a lot if you guys can do that for me. But today we're going to round off the movie theme, essentially what the last few videos have been. We're going to kind of round that off today, and also we're going to round off the discoverable side of everything that I've had going on the game so far. We're going to complete all of the discoverables, or the discoverable cars at least here. In the previous video, of course, we did discover the Mercedes 300 SL. We completed that one out, and today, well, we're going to complete out the second one. If you guys are obviously living under a rock, it is of course the Beetle, and there it is, the last of the secret car unlocks we have got right here. Finishing this one off, guys, the 1972 Beetle Bug is now ours. And of course the big question is going to be sitting there, is it enough to replace the Citroen 2CV as the most broken car in the game? It's going to take a lot. We all know that. The 2CV itself is absolutely fantastic in game. It is ridiculously broken. Of course, if we could take this off-road all time, yeah, we probably would have a fantastic chance against all of the C-Class cars. But the Beetle Bug itself is a C-Class, so can that live up to the the lofty expectations that we do have coming off the back of the 2CV, or is it going to fall short? We'll push through with that one, but first of all, we need to go over, we need to modify the Bug, and we need to see what it's all about. And of course, there's only one thing we could have done with the Bug, and gave it a Herbie livery with, of course, my own racing number 6 attached to it. Straight away, it does sound awesome. It launches relatively well. I have upgraded this to the top it can be. That does also come with a little bit of an issue that we will get into a little bit later. So far, we can obviously see the body roll is vast on this one. It is designed for off-roading. It does roll a lot, guys. Let's just push on. Let's get into a race and let's see what it does have to offer. Now we are instantly coming up against the two monster Sentiero buggies, some Urus, some SVR Range Rovers, an Audi Q7, or is that a Q8? It's a Q7, and the godforsaken G-Wagon. Let's just hope that one combusts into a ball of flame and never finishes the race. But so far, yeah, launch the Beetle off the line. It doesn't launch fantastically well, as the G-Wagon does come off track. Fantastic, we love to see it. The Beetle, it doesn't launch fantastically well. It is down on power compared to everything else we're up against. It is very lively. It is very lively at the back end. We can see just how much that back end does swing round on us as we get absolutely bombarded from that Audi Q7. But we do manage to push ourselves up into third place, surprisingly here. I am very surprised, and I'm going to touch on that very shortly, why I'm surprised. We are even close to the top 3 at this one. We do claim an inside drop, we do claim an outside wall. Not the cleanest of racing so far in the Beetle Bug, as we are pushed wide from a Sentiero buggy, and it's really unnerved us as we get hit again from another Q7. I do want to stress, I absolutely love these off-road races. They're absolute carnage, guys. Yeah, just go and explore the off-road races. I personally think they're a fantastic addition to the game. They're just mayhem, and I love mayhem. Saying that, we have dropped back to 7th place. We do not stay in 7th place. We will be pushing forward. But we can see that there is a slight issue with this Bug, or the Beetle Bug rather, and the lack of improvements we can make to it. It can't be as fast as the rest of the pack. It doesn't handle as well as the rest of the pack. It can't lay power down like the rest of the pack, as there's a Sentiero upside down. We're a bit hesitant in case there was a bit of spawn crashing going on. We do manage to ghost through that one, but we can see that Sentiero is all over the back of the Beetle, pushing us wide round that corner into the right hand. We give it a little bit of space. It doesn't fill the gap, as we do get the power down, and we do lose the back end. The Sentiero now taking over us is probably going to dash off into the distance. But like we can see, the vast difference here coming out with that left-hander in particular. The Beetle just doesn't want to get the power down. It's like there's a massive amount of turbo lag before any power gets down. When the power does get down, the back end snaps out, and it does create a bit of an issue. I have played with this, I have tried to build a tune, and for me, I just can't get a good balance on this particular car. Right hand hairpin, once again, we do try to flutter with the handbrake there, and it's just like the weight of the car, it feels like bogs it down, and it doesn't come out the corners fantastically well. We can see that once again here, it just sits on the spot and spins up its wheels as two cars go wide, and we fortunately push ourselves up somehow Into third place, a Urus, and I believe that'll be a Sentiero buggy, have pushed away into the lead. It's not a Urus, in fact it is an Audi Q7. It is indeed a Sentiero buggy up in first place, about 10-15% of this race left. It is looking fortunate for us in this outing. I did not think we were going to be competitive at all. I still do not think we're competitive in this car whatsoever. It is just lacking behind the rest of the rest of the field, and it's for a very specific reason. The specific reason being is the lack of upgrades and development we can do with the Beetle Bug. Now I think the max RP we can get with this one maybe around about 419. So as we push forward to maybe try and carry out some other races, we can see the flight risk race in particular here is a cross-country race, and the RP is between 600 and 650. And this creates a problem across the board when trying to enter these races. The RP of the Beetle Bug simply cannot enter into the C-Class races that it's designed to race in. 600 to 650 when we are trying to do the flight risk. We have got a couple of ones, this one in particular, the cross country, 450 to 500, but there's many races in here that we simply cannot enter. The Adrenaline Rush, 500 to 600, the live event, we can't even enter into them because there's nobody going into the live events. There is a great issue with this one, that we cannot develop the bug to a high enough RP to make it competitive, or even simply enter into some of the races that we do have in front of us. What is the resolution? Well, perhaps it's an upgrade from the game. Some more, perhaps, races given to us, or some more upgrades that we can do to particular cars. It is in my opinion, it is a necessity from the game going forward. The Beetle itself, it does feel good when you're driving in free modes or doing some discoverables. It will of course be fantastic to spend some time doing the discoverables with the Beetle, as we do take a jump here. Fantastically capable. It just needs to have a perhaps certain class of its own, or a Beetle specific race series. So overall, the 2CV in my opinion is still way better than the Beetle. It's probably a car I'm not going to revisit unless there is a Beetle specific race. I'll probably park this one in the ocean forevermore. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Short and sweet. Is there an off-road gen that I do need to try, guys? Let me know in the comment section. I will catch you all in the next update for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.